Namaste everyone, this is Ravi and today we are going to talk about yoga, and this week is very special because 21st June is our International Yoga Day. So this week we will talk about different concepts of yoga and try to guide you all to practice yoga day by day. So let's start this session. In this session we will talk about how to do yoga practices and what are the practices we need to apply if we start yoga and why we need to do yoga, and also we'll talk about some fundamentals along with the misconceptions. So let's talk about what is yoga. If we talk about yoga, yogascha chitta vritti nirodha. The term is Sanskrit, but the thing is that simple meaning of that, regulating your modification of your thought, frequencies of your mind is known as yoga. That means control your thought. But thought controlling, we need to control our body, we need to control our breath, we need to control our mind. And after that, we can control all the thought. And that's how we achieve that. And that's why the yoga process starts. First, controlling your physical body. Because if your body, like suppose, if your muscles are highly lazy, highly heavy, then can you think some relief? No, because body is not allowed to make you relief. The same thing, if your breathing is highly congested, and if someone in front of you asks you, smile, can you smile? No. And suppose that if you are in stress and you are very depressed on that time, and if someone asks you, think a new innovative idea, because mind is not want to overcome from that bubble of the depression. That's why the yoga takes place. Because yoga knows that if something is mental level is happening, that already started from the physical level. Because if physical level we change, we clean something. If breath level we change, we clean more than something. But if mind level we change, we clean everything. And after that, the soul level. Because mind level if you clean, the soul level is near to you. So this is how the yoga works. And if someone starts a yoga, what kind of practices they need to do? First, they need to start with a cleansing. Like Kapal Bhati, Niti Kriya, and some kind of Dhoti Kriya, Vasti Kriya, different kind of yoga practices. There are like 6 practices in Hatha practice. You will find in Gheram Samhita, Hatha Yoga Pradipika. That will guide you about that, what kind of practices you need to do. But remember, even the guide in the Hatha Pradipika and Gheram Samhita, don't do directly practice. First, find the guide or find the instructor, find the person who can instruct you about that, because they write the things. But how to apply the bookish thing, you need to find the guru instructor. They will help you, and that time you will get the first path, or you will get rid of first level of your cleansing. After cleansing, your body feel free. When you move it matter, toxins and all kinds of fecal matter out, then you are able to do, or you are able to perform the practices of postures, the yogasanas. Basically, in a yoga, people keep on thinking about the postures or yogasanas are the whole yoga. People want to sweat and say, I didn't sweat, that means I didn't do yoga. No, I didn't find any kind of benefit of that. So, people consider yoga as exercises, especially yogasana as exercises. That's why they keep on trying to compare the yoga practices with the Pilates, with the other practices of gymming exercises, or some kind of body weight trainings. But it's different, because yoga postures are made for, or yogasanas are made for, to make you properly stable, comfortable and sustainable for a long time, so that you can reach to your next level of your health. Or if I say the breath level, which further known as pranayama. And after the pranayama, when you reach and properly complete that level and master that, then you reach to the mind or the mental state, where you start to follow your all the senses inward and try to control the senses, like your perceptibility, mind. And once you complete the mind level, then you reach to the concentration, and after concentration of your mind, you reach to the dhyana. So this is how this process works. And for the samadhi also, I'm not talking about now the samadhi, because reaching dhyana is also the different and difficult task. But it takes time if you challenge yourself. It's not impossible, but it is complex. So the thing is that You need to follow this kind of path and you will definitely get result. But the one more thing, some of people like ask me, Ravi, I'm doing practice for a long period of time, but I didn't get any kind of benefit, like which written in the instructor, like scriptures and instructor said like that. Then I asked them, what kind of practices you are doing? They said, I'm doing only postures, so every time I'm holding. Then I'm asking, what kind of breathe while doing the posture? They said, we cannot breathe, we just try to hold breath and sometimes we stretch. Then I told them, every posture have some kind of breathing pattern. Like if you're holding posture for a long time, your breath should be natural. And if you're trying to contract your muscle, on that time you'll feel the pain. So if you're feeling the pain and you are stretching very well, it's not worth it. It's a painful practice and considered as an exercise. It maybe give you a little bit relief, but it will not give you the yogic benefit. In a yoga, we say sthir sukham asana, stability, comfort, and posture. Do the practice, challenge yourself, but remember, stability is first priority. If you stabilize there, even a short period of time, just stop that practice, then again start. Again stop your practice and try to consistent growth or sustainable growth. Like suppose if I hold one posture 10 seconds today, tomorrow I will hold 11 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, and day by day, when the month over, my practice will improve. Yoga is not one day thing, it's a long way thing. So you need to do every day some development, not in terms of flexibility, in terms of your stretch, in terms of your movement, in terms of your bodily stretches, in terms of your physical stretches, in terms of your lower upper body coordination. These kind of things you can apply in a yoga practices, or specifically if I talk about the yogasana practices. Then once you master that, then you can go for the further stretches and you can try to stabilize your body. If we talk about the yoga postures and some yoga postures which we need to do in upcoming level like pranayama level, or if I say the breathing level, that time we need to keep our spine straight. And that's a main requirement. Whatever posture you're doing very well. You did very well and you have done. But after doing that, what do you need to find? You need to find samam kaya shirogriva. Spine straight, neck in the line of your spine. And once you achieve that level, then you can apply yourself or you can practice yourself in a next level, that is pranayama. And once you find the pranayama, then further way you can follow up as per your own practices. And this is how the yoga practices work. But along with that, desh, kal, and also along with that particular segment of the area you need to follow for the practices. Like suppose if I am sleeping on the bed, I am practicing on the bed, then my energy of the practice will definitely give you benefit, but benefit level a little bit diminishing and a little bit down. So on that time you need to choose the one particular place which is made for the yoga. And if you can't find the place, try to create the one place like apart from your, like if you're doing practice on the some part of your room, some part of your place, you just make that place and that practice only on that place that meant for that. That time you will definitely get practice. And the second thing, the time. When you're doing the practice, always choose the one particular time, ideally the morning and evening. But if you, in case you can't do that, just follow any time and practice regular basis. Once you practice on regular basis, time also give you effect because the mind is conditioned that much. You are ready to follow the discipline on the long time. And this is how we get the higher benefits in the yoga. Hope you understand well. This is our first day of yoga, and in next second day we will talk about specifically asanas, and we'll talk about also how the asanas work and how the practices of asana should be happen, and we'll talk about some postures also. Thank you everyone.